Welcome to the Center of Light with spiritual teacher, intuitive, musician, composer, and best-selling author of The Divine Principle, Anchoring Heaven on Earth, your host, Keith Anthony Blanchard.
Hello, my beautiful, sexy friends. How are we doing this evening? Per request, well, actually, I asked a friend of mine, I want to do a show tonight. Don't know what to talk about. I think I'm all talked out. My talk points are not here. What can I do a show about? And they told me, clearing away blocks in one's life. I was like, wow, that's phenomenal. I need to do this presentation for me. I'm always looking for the mother lode. I don't know what's going to unfold. I am going to do some reading from my book, The Divine Principle. Middle lengthy, but it's valuable. Very valuable. Often in life, something shows up immediately. And it's truly like a slam against a brick wall. Knocks you in your butt. Pretty darn good. Understood. You have to sit with it a moment to collect yourself. Collect yourself. Get yourself back to, I'm in the world. What do you do with it from there? But what you don't do with it from there can be not only a momentary problem, but it can also silently dictate to you the rest of your life. Thank you all for being here. I have something going on with my microphone. Can everybody hear me okay? Yeah? Let me try something. One moment. Let me try that again. Can everybody hear me okay? Unsun knows the language. She sends me an exclamation point. Test 1, 2. Hello, hello, hello. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check. Let me engage this mic a little more. I think that should do it. Everybody says we can hear you fine. It's just my OCD. My obsession with everything being top notch. Like now. We'll leave it there. So tonight's presentation is about sometimes life can grab you by the boo-boo. Now what? Right? Where do we go from here? What's that song? Where do we go from here now that all of the children are gone? Who played that song? Really cool song, by the way. What do we do? What do we do? And you're probably like, okay, Keith, you said that 3 or 4 or 5 times. What do we do? What do we do? Because that's how it feels. What do I do in this moment? With this situation? You try, you try, you try, you try. Feels like you're butting your head up against that very wall that has been erected. I hear you. So one thing you don't do is what you've always done. Obviously, it's not going to work. It hasn't worked. My goal, my hope, my wish, my prayer, Yanava. I love doing this shit. It's just fun for me. It has begun. I open this floor, this forum, my heart, to push you through, as Jim Morrison would say. Check this out. I prepared this. It's so fun. I love this shit. To help you dig me. Hi, Dana. Hi, Teresa. Hopefully tonight we're going to break on through to the other side. So what I would like you to do before I go to my first commercial break, thanks to my dear friend Miss Jackie Atwell, who I love dearly. Check out her work, y'all. I'm interested in it. Out the commercials coming up shortly. I'll let you see that and take it in for your own. Situation happens, or situation has been with you for a long time because you've done nothing. Maybe you didn't know how to do anything. Understood. Factual was nothing was done to have an emotional experience settle into its proper file. Now it comes time for defragging your PC. Stop compromising. Where did you get lazy? Well, Keith, I tried. That's exactly what you did. You tried. You stopped. And so it seems futile. It seems hopeless, useless. Let me give you a nugget before I take my break. Ironically, I understand you trying to get to this place of breaking through. But that is a goal. That is goal-oriented. And it will always seem like you can never break through because you're trying to get to a finality. You will never break through that way. Yeah, people have goals. They set goals. They meet goals. I'm talking about something that is so multidimensionally layered. It requires this kind of consciousness to pull it off. You're not trying to break through. You're overshooting your target. It's in the breaking through that you become aware enough to actually break through. Strange? Fall into that rabbit hole for a little bit, see where it takes you. Sometimes brute force is necessary to break through a block. Sometimes just simply stepping back and seeing it. And likely the latter, the stepping back and seeing it regardless, will always work. But sometimes you might be in a moment where you just have to pull out a ball-peen sledgehammer and break through that son of a bitch. I use both. But I'm known for, or at least I know myself to be, where's the sledgehammer? I'm done with it. No one has to take my pace. No one has to take this path. You have an old rotten tree in your backyard and you're going to cut it down. And this old rotten tree represents your root, key word here, root fear, as it branches into your tree of life, your family life tree. Sure, you can put out some snippers and cut every branch of fear that you have, you carrying around that you don't even know you have and or exist. There are gazillions of them there. Levels you never thought possible. Lifetimes you never remember. Things you never thought that you could ever possibly have done, not done. It's all in there. And every one of those is a block to the everlasting light that you're connected to. That is the level of work it takes to truly engage as a spiritual aspirant. All those little things, all those little unknown nuances are creating havoc in your life. They're not towards your betterment, even though you don't know that they are there. They're collecting like a poltergeist in the corner of a room until it becomes smart and conscious and it begins to think for itself. The monkey in the head, the karmic wheel that we are not aware of, the noise in the mind, our choice of people we hang around. Tonight's show, my hope, my ideal, my prayer, my vision, my confidence is something is going to come forth. And that something is going to help you not only mundanely focus on all the multifaceted little things that are wrong with you, all those little hidden things that you have to go another 1,000 lifetimes to try to understand even half of them. I want to shift your awareness to a place that is like that old rotten tree. Instead of looking at all those little nuances in your life that are hidden, that are causing you grief, cutting every branch off of the tree, eventually then you will cut the tree down. If you cut every branch, eventually it'll take you a long time. I'm the kind of guy, if I see that tree, I'm going to pull out a chainsaw and I'm going to whack it down and be done with it. So my goal, my hope, my joy to bring this presentation forth tonight is to help you with the spiritual light chainsaw, a chainsaw made of light, that you can cut that old rotten metaphorical fear-rooted tree that no longer serves a purpose and looks scary in the backyard of your consciousness, the subconsciousness, the backyard. And you will have an epiphany, an aha, an awakening, an understanding, but more so, if not only an initiation, but an integration. Okay? Gonna go to commercial break. Gonna be right back. Hello, beautiful friends. Keith Anthony Blanchard here with an amazing product offer. We have been hearing about hemp oil for the last couple of years and its potential. Let me introduce you to my dear friend, Miss Jackie Atwell. Our oil helps bring your body back to a state of wellness. It is also used as a preventative from illness. It works by bringing the body back to homeostasis and balance. It's a natural, organic, non-GMO, full-spectrum oil. Third-party tested and comes with a certificate of analysis. Posted on our information page. Awesome anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. If you are suffering in silence, give it a try. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. 60-day empty bottle money-back guaranteed refund. To order, go to www.hempworks.com/Jackie Atwell. That's www.hempworks.com/Jackie Atwell.
She turned to me and told me life was not too easy unless you can let go. always surprised at the simpleness of her soul. Wasting away in a sea of uncertainty, she had stayed with me for days. I needed love in so many different ways. And as I watched, she floated through the room, and as I cried, she was there to dry them too. Hold me and don't let go. Hold me, never leave. Never leave. Angel of love, will you always be with me, so I can let go? Reveal to me the beauty of your soul. I turned away, her light was so blinding, the energy of her love. She said goodbye and turned into a dove. As I watched, she floated through the room, and as I cried, she was there to dry them too. Hold me and don't let go. Hold me, never leave. Hold me and don't let go. Hold me, never leave. Never leave. She turned to me, told me life was not too easy unless you can let go. Reveal to me the beauty of your soul.
Hello, everyone. I sort of prepared for tonight. Wrote some stuff from the Divine Principle. I had this idea of how I was going to lay this all out. It was free to move about. So in this segment, I was going to do some reading from the book. And something says don't. So I follow it. as I often said, when I go to the bathroom, I don't know why. Because I have no agenda. I have nothing in my mind. I'm empty. So I receive. And I said, let things happen. So I know out of all the shows presentations I've done, sometimes I get emotional. I'll tell you why. Because when I fall into this place, space, Stargate, the energy comes through so high sometimes. What I have known to that point, or at least a different vibration of it, as it begins to move through me, I have to cry to burn it off because it's foreign. It's just very high vibrational. I think tonight is going to be different. It's not just the energy's moving through me and it's affecting me. I think that tonight might be emotional for me. Don't know why. I'm sticking it out there, making myself vulnerable. And in so doing, if you got the balls, the cojones, the tits, the dick, the nuts, the bravery, the courage, jump off the cliff with me. You got a choice. Either way, it's okay. One will bring you a greater degree of peace very quickly. Cut the tree down. Or one, it will take time. Snip every branch. Where's the chainsaw for me? Done with it. It's truly a decision. That's it. And you can break that one decision, that one tree, into many pieces. And that's okay. You know, some people can eat a larger bite of food than others. Might call them hogs. You're a hog. You're a food hog. I'm a food hog. I will cut that tree down. I'll take a big bite of food. That's me. I'm big and robust. That's just my personality, my set. Tonight's presentation is breakthrough. You want to touch a higher level of who you are? I'm offering it to you right now. Very simple. It is so simple, it's about doing absolutely nothing. Just sit. Sit. That's all. Sit. Don't think. That's not sitting. Just sit. You can stare at me, whatever. Stare at a light in your room. Stare at whatever. In fact, I would suggest that you stare at something, because staring at something gives your mind a fixed focal point. The monkey wants a banana. He wants something to do. Give him a task. That way, the you that you thought you were until you gave that monkey a banana gets to escape. Try it. Find something and look at it. Stay steadfast. Give that noise in the mind, the trickster, the coyote, the monkey, what he wants. Let him have it. And when you do this. So there's nothing you really have to do except sit. And be like this within yourself. A meek posture. A humble posture. Open, ready, available, willing to do whatever it takes. Even in my simple posture. Because that seems like a lot, because I never really tried being so simple with myself. All of a sudden, something so small becomes infinitely cosmic. I did divulge that something may transpire with me. Because many people know that Keith is a solid guy and he blah, 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 blah. I am solid in that way. But I never thought I'd be sitting in this chair saying this, not because of an arrogance or an egoism. That was one of those dark places that I didn't see. It's one of those branches on the tree I overlooked and I didn't cut. So that's where I'm going, into my vulnerability. I'm going to God. So what do you do when a life event stops you immediately in your tracks? What do you do? What did you do when you were a kid and something like that happened to you? Of course you didn't know what to do except be a kid. Process it the best way you knew how. Nonetheless, because nothing was done about it from your part, even though you were a young child, nor on your parents' part, the law doesn't change for anyone or for no situation. It just doesn't. And of course, you couldn't move through that obstacle. You just didn't have the opportunity. So now you carried it with you. What do you do at whatever age it is that you are presently when something stops you in your tracks? What do you do with that? Do you resist it? Do you take it on? Do you take it on? Do you take it on? And now you're butting up your head up against that very wall you're taking on and nothing's working. Now what? In this case, as the spirit of what's moving through me is implying that you don't take it to the level of butting your head up against the wall. Leaves bruises and cuts. Stitches are not good. Mortar in your skin is not good. Blood on your clothes is not good. A headache for a few days from concussion. And nausea, which is fear, not good. In this case, you step back. Because in this case, as you step back, the wall will seem like a tiny matter. In fact, so tiny, it will get lost as a simple grain of sand among a handful. That's called perspective. Now, there are other times when you need, again, to pull out a ball-peen sledgehammer. You know when one is due. You know when the other is due. You know when to be active or be passive. You know it. So now it comes down to simply laziness. I'm not lazy. I tried. Exactly. You tried. Are you still pushing forth? Forward. Inward is upward, upward is forward. Inward is upward, upward is forward. Are you efforting every day to move beyond? This just came in. Ding, ding. iMail just came in. If you live the same day twice, why are you procrastinating? Wow. Of course, that's going to be my next meme. If you live the same day twice, why are you procrastinating? That is the level of work it takes to become spiritually illumined. You don't stop. It's not a giving up. Because in the giving up of it all, you're not really surrendering. It's not a giving up as if you're surrendering. It's a hopelessness. It's a hopelessness surrender. It's just so hopeless. Versus, check this out. Surrender can imply two things. And either one is cutting the tree or snipping the branch. Surrender can mean, I just give up. I just can't do this shit. It's too tough. Or surrender can mean, I give up. I can't do this shit. It's too tough for me right now. What I just demonstrated about the two components of surrender, and then I offered the third one, which brought those two halves together, which is the Christ risen, the Buddha compassion, the lotus flower rising. It just blossomed right there. That's what you are. You're not the nonsense in between. So what you do is look at the situation. Honestly. The ones that are happening, the ones that could happen, and the ones that have been happening under the guise of unconsciousness. Either way, they are in there somewhere. Again, I suggest instead of chopping every little branch, maybe you can hit at least a larger piece that has a few branches on it. Take it in clumps, lumps, or trunks. I like jumping out of the airplane. I like the exhilarating ride in and of itself, plus the results that it brings. So you're faced with a wall. Wow. That just hit me. You're faced with a wall. What is face? The looking back at oneself in a mirror, self-reflection. Because if this was a mirror that I'm FaceTime, face to face with, if this was a mirror I was face to face with, I would see my lovely, sexy, delicious, beautiful self. That ain't what I'm seeing. I'm seeing bricks. Red, old Chicago, burnt bricks. And there's dust everywhere. Shit everywhere. I'm not trivializing your situation. I'm being aggressive for a reason. There's shit everywhere. Your shit. My shit. Our shit. Our collective shit. Here's this wall. What do I do with it? First, you have to acknowledge that you are standing at a wall. Something that divides. What is it I'm hiding? As to why such a wall would ever erect itself, erect the backbone, meaning I am alive, and I'm erecting this idea within myself that this is a wall. Wall implying I can't go through it. Not you might go through it. Wall implying on levels you don't understand, I can't go through it. Hence the reason it's a wall. Our minds believe that if you walk up to a physical wall in your house, you will stop. That is a fact, unless you are illumined. Well, the wall nonetheless won't let you through. So we carry this ridiculous old paradigm 2D, 3D world idea around that these subconscious, emotional, dark walls that shows up because we have not broken through, because God's on the other side of that wall. What is it we are choosing to erect? You ready for this? You're not going to like it. The walls that happen in our lives is because we are choosing to put a divider between ourselves and the light. Is it not? It's the walls we erect between ourselves and the truth, or God. So it's not really about destroying this wall that stopped you from seeing. Strangely, the wall itself is that which helped you to see, because I'm now telling you about it. So all of a sudden, something inside of you just goes. Do you feel that? If you feel that, sound off. That's the place I'm going. Ow! Hello, my beautiful friends. Good to see you. Let me announce everyone. Pretty Danny Murphy, Sandra. Please forgive me if I don't name everyone. Jesse, Sean, Wendy, Dana. Somebody got to go shopping, y'all. Ricky Vito, Nathan, Kristen. Shopping. Hey, y'all, I'm going to answer my phone. It's my son. Check this out. What's up, Eden Sky?
Hello.
How are you, little man?
I'm good. How are you?
I have you live on the air all over the world right now. Do you know that?
Apparently I did not.
Is it okay that I put you on the air?
Yes.
Tonight's presentation, Eden Sky. Eden Sky is my 13 and a half, almost 14-year-old beautiful cherub little boy. Young man. And so, Eden Sky, tonight's presentation is about breaking through blocks that a person might have in their life, something that they're wrestling with, something that they may be bothered or troubled with. What would be your thoughts as a 13-year-old young man about such things from your experience of being on this planet?
So let me get the question straight. What we're talking about is like troubles with your life, right?
Yeah, something you want to achieve or something that's just in, quote, in your way.
So what I also think is in my way is, actually I got nothing.
You got nervous?
I got nothing.
You got nothing. Well, I love the fact that you have nothing in the way, son. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Listen, your dad's coming to get you tomorrow after school, okay? Like always.
All right.
I love you, boy.
Love you too.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
That was a first. I loved it. So thank you, everyone. I'm going to go on a commercial break. I'm going to be right back. Let's see. Some lavender song. Actually, hello, Deanie. Mary Elwood. Unson. Pri. Danny. Bubba. Britt Jr. I'm having an emotional night tonight, y'all. And it ain't depression. It's breaking through to the other side, like Jim Morrison said. Dana says, kind of like, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Elwood's up in the house. Lamar Pellegrin, childhood friend. Adonna, Jacqueline, Nicole, David, Rhonda, Carolyn, Raina. I keep wanting to say Rena and Rena at the same time, so now it's Rihanna. Andy in the house, Addie. Shannon McDonald's up a hook. All right, y'all. I lost my train of thought. I'm just getting high off the spiritual energy here. So I have a new commercial. Check this out, y'all. I worked on it for about 2.5 hours today. I did an interview with Connor Southworth. He and his brother Alex created this product called Dreamleaf. It's lucid dream enhancement supplements. They work. They work. We've all had at least one experience in our life when you knew, well, I've always dreamed, but that one, at least you knew that there's something deep here that helped you feel connected, helped you to release your mortality, that one dream. The first time I took it, I had conversation with 3 of my deceased loved ones and 1 in queue waiting to talk to me. And it's all herbal. It's phenomenal. So I'm getting him back on the show. So today I decided that I'm going to make a commercial. So I'm sharing my joy and my glee with you and my accomplishment because I love doing what I do. I'm getting better at the process. Check it out. It's pretty fun. So Connor's going to be on Center of Light March. They upgraded their product. New technology, Center of Light Spiritual Technologies, yeah. Greetings, my Broham and Sistar astronauts. Are you ready to launch to inner space? Yanavai here speaking with another amazing product, Dream Leaf. Dream Leaf is a highly effective lucid dreaming supplement that creates the right neural environment for lucid dreaming to occur. It increases dream recall, dream vividness, and promotes high-level lucid dreams. It is composed of a red pill and a blue pill. Each pill plays an important role in the process of successful lucid dream induction. Dream Leaf targets and lengthens your natural REM cycle because this is the stage of sleep when lucid dreaming occurs. The 2 parts of this supplement are composed of natural herbs that strengthen the mind. The blue pill and the red pill contain 5 of the most effective lucid dream herbs. The blue pill promotes restful deep sleep, causes REM rebound effect, and elevates dream creativity. The red pill promotes lucid dreams, improves memory, dream recall, and increases dream control. I highly support this product. My ongoing experience with Dream Leaf is absolutely beyond this world.
Trust that I will guide you in whatever you do. Just remember to breathe and do your very best to live in love, give in love, be in love, and love you shall receive.
my heart. So I'll breathe, breathe and expect myself to know there is no one else but me and God.
So that was off of this album by Lavender Soul, which is, the album is Beautiful World. The song is called Breathe. Very important aspect of our life. Well, Keith, I do it all the time. Yeah, yes, you do. But do you do it as often as you can consciously? That's the question. That's the gate. That is the key to the golden door we call God. So this whole agenda that I was going to create tonight for this presentation is thrown out the window. It didn't go nowhere near according to the way I planned. Thank God, because I'm learning something. What I just got was this segment we're going to talk about, presentation tonight, is break through the wall. What is the wall? It's not real. But it is. If you're on this side of the wall and can't get through this conundrum, the situation in your life, that wall is very real. So we're going to disassemble the wall. We're going to talk about contradiction. Right, wrong, this, that. So we established an order. Right, wrong, this, that. Now what do you do? It's contradiction. Because this one is this one is that. When you reverse them, the whole thing flops. That's just more noise. It's more cosmic, metaphysical, physics, quantum physics noise. It's noise. It is a reality. When I call it noise, because it's not the higher reality. So from the higher reality's perspective, that is noise. We just elevate it a little bit. So when you are confronted with a situation in your life, or one that you have not yet truly had the will, the clarity, the cojones, whatever the word you choose to move through it, they all apply. So what do you do in such a situation? Do you be passive and just recognize it is my creation, whether I know it or not, or accept it or not? It is my creation. That's one way. And the other is to take out a sledgehammer and knock the wall down. And guess what? One or the other is not the right or wrong of the scenario, because they both work in the time that you need whichever one. But which one is correct? They both have their application. So we think we got everything we need. One is I can be passive and just see it. Or I can be aggressive and knock the wall down. That's still this. Believe it or not, you still have another choice. How can that be, Keith? I can either be passive or aggressive. What is the other choice? This is very, very enlightened, spiritual, encoded, encrypted information. So if it's not this one or that one, the passive or the aggressive, what is the other thing? That is my point. You saw the this and you saw the that. And when I asked you what was the other thing, did you not postulate some other thing? If that is true for you, send me an exclamation point. If it's not passive, if it's not aggressive, what is this other thing? And I left you with it. And your mind said, I'm thinking of another thing that it could be. Did you shift to that place? I've loved looking at all of your posts and your Tony Meharry, what's up? I've had those dreams, my friend. Yes, sir. Felicia McNett with us. Hi, dear. Steph. Carolyn Ronando. Peter Coyle. Carolyn says she went into the void. Elwood said exclamation point, and it's going to continue. So what just happened? What just happened is we went from where we thought we truly exist, to there was a block, that wall, and I just navigated us over the wall or through the wall effortlessly. Because I brought you to the wall and I put you into a riddle. I put you into a riddle and you saw it. Who is that person that saw the it? That is who you are. Dana said, thank you, Keith. I did have a bit of a breakthrough. Facebook love poke. Boom. Go shopping. So here's the gig. They all are true. Do I be passive? Do I be aggressive? Either one of them will work. So when you come out of contrast to a place of unity consciousness, the this and the that becomes a something else. Because now you wielding these things in a state of wholeness versus I'm using my outstretched arms to try to grab all these tools. Economy of motion is not happening at all because it's taking me forever to use everything that I know to be this, that, or this or that and to bring it in a usable fashion. So attacking the wall with a sledgehammer is good when you need to attack a wall with a sledgehammer. To be loving the wall and say, oh, my dear Lord, baby Jesus, we need to have a come together meeting. Tell me what this wall is about. I mean, I'm serious. Whatever your ploy is, there's gray area in between. It's a gradation of what you need at the time. So accepting this philosophy, this truth, this reality, this principle, this you put them together, you're not fragmented or split in two, living in the 3D world. Left, right, time. Left, right, time. In, out, time. Hot, cold, time. Now you're living the Trinity, which is left, right, and time, which loses time, which makes you into a state of balance, which is wholeness. Hence the word holy, right there. That's the balance. That's the zero. That's the yin and the yang. That's the Christ. The wall that you have erected has infected not only you since you were born, but everyone onward. And everyone before you, and before them, and before them. So the cycle of always putting up walls on every level applies. Because I'm separating myself from the truth, from God. That which is blatantly obvious. It's exposed. And I'm erecting a wall. This thing is presenting itself. This situation is presenting itself. And I'm erecting a wall. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. What is on the other side of that fucking wall that we have erected? Because I don't want what's on the other side of that wall. That's why I'm erecting the wall. That's kind of the joke. That's why I'm erecting the wall. I'm erecting the wall because I want nothing to do with what's on the other side of that wall. That is called attitude. It's not called gratitude. It's called attitude. In ignorance. In separation. In degradation of that which is good, that which is powerful, that which means everything. It's not the separation. It's the unity. That's where the power of the all comes into effect. And when it comes into effect, the power of the all, for you and everyone else, there will no longer be a wall. It's an illusion. What is this thing? I don't know. What do you want it to mean? Well, I want it to mean this, and God dang it. Well, guess what? That's adding another layer to the wall. And every person that comes into your experience that reminds you of the wall that you have erected, you pull out the spade, you lay down the mortar, you put the bricks, day after day, and we build up this wall, and the layer gets thicker and thicker and thicker. What is the wall? One, it's your attitude. Our attitude. I will tell you what erects the wall. I wrote a meme yesterday, and it said, filterless. The gift you receive through non-judgment is sight. It's a wall. Judgment is a wall. It's a filter. It's in the way. remove the wall, while I can see what's on the other side. And guess what's on the other side of that wall? Really, it is. The one that you're trying to keep yourself at bay from. What is on the other side of that wall has been called paradise. This is what erects everyone's wall. These ideas. Maybe we can call this all-inclusive idea is the bricks that erect our wall. Judgment keeps us from true sight. Judgment of anything. Black, white, tree, squirrel, good, bad. No noise. I'm just observing. Judgment. I'm free. I am liberated. I am freaking liberated. I don't have to label this a lamp, a chair, people. I just take it all in and admire it, massage it, and appreciate it. Something else begins to be birthed within the center of our being. We get out of all that shit. Truly, just put it all aside. And look at it and allow it to fill you full of bliss. The dynamic of what is moving in you, through you, and all around you. You have shifted through your karmic wall. You have moved through your karmic wall when you just get quiet. Another language, a spiritual divine light language, begins to sound off in every fiber of your being. There is no wall. There is no wall. Well, Keith, you don't understand. Okay. That's okay. There is no wall. And in the non-understanding, regardless of who we are, we have to go through the cycle until the aha effect happens. It's like telling a joke. Sometimes you have to repeat a joke to someone a few times until they go, oh, I get it. So there's no longer a point to repeat the joke. An enlightenment happens. In fact, it doesn't get funny anymore. Yeah, I heard you say it last week. And the week before, and the week before, and the week before. Kind of idea. What is your wall? Just be, you don't have to divulge it here. Just ask myself, dear Lord, get into a space of giving up. I don't mean hopelessness, but hopefulness in the giving up. I fucking give up, man. I just don't. I can't do it. At least the I know me to be. Bring the greater degree of who I am. I am. Have it saturate me. That kind of declaration will bring you out of the contrast and into the unity as to where there was, not only does the wall no longer exist for you, the unity is such and so great and beautiful that you will see that there never was a wall in the first place. One more short break. I'm going to come right back. I'm going to fall inside. Thank you for being here. I'll be here for another 15 minutes. Stick around if you can. My name is Keith Anthony Blanchard. I love you. Breakthrough. Let me do my little Jim Morrison thing. Hang on. This is what we're doing tonight. Yeah, we're breaking through. You hear me? We're getting through the redonkulous, noisy shit. Either way, we got a choice.
Remember that all things are possible. You must choose to be accountable, responsible, enough to believe, and open your heart to receive.
Above and look at your life, and you see the life you live. Can you be surprised that it all turned out this way and not the way you planned? It's about what you know and what you understand. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Learn to follow that inner voice inside. That's the one that's telling you not to run and hide. See what your life could be when you visualize. It's about what you choose that you'll realize. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Now it's time for you to plan out your life. Seeing what you do by your own design. It's all up to you to make it what you can. It's of your own free will. What don't you understand? Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Your life is a choice. Choice, life's a choice. It's a choice. Make a choice.
Welcome back to Center of Light. Out of all the people I know, I'm grateful to know Melanie Forrest Dixon asks or says the right thing at the wrong/right time. So beyond the contradiction, the right or the wrong, which one is it? It's not either. It's the third something. And the third something is, it's at the wrong time because I'm vulnerable. It's at the right time because I'm vulnerable. And that third something is, she asked the question, Ballsy she is. I love it. That's the kind of fire I'm talking about. She says, so what is the resistance then? She threw that slingshot, that boomerang right back at me. And I love it. I'll tell you what it is. It's something that we are all doing, but I am admitting mine. For whatever reasons, on any level, again, the importance of being conscious. Conscious breeds ongoing bliss. Unconsciousness only invites trouble. We're all doing this. I'm just getting a little better at mine for my own sake than I used to be. That's called nobility. What we're doing is we're resisting our own destiny. Not only as souls, but as souls embodied in a human experience. Sent here, chose to come here to bring heaven to earth. Speaking for me as to why the question was put to me, I'm resisting my divine parent, even in my own nonsense and folly and my foolishness. That's what I'm doing. And for me, that is my wall as to why I professed earlier tonight would be emotional for me. Because, I'm being honest, I can easily look over my life, what I've done, who I am, where I think I'm going to be next week by doing the things I do. I know me very well. But one thing I do know about me is I'm very content. I'm very peaceful. That is enough for me. Doesn't mean I don't strive for better. I strive for better every day. I know those walls. But I do, even to a full solid brick wall, I do at least bring an ice pick. And I stick every day. There's no task that has to be done other than the fact I enjoy the sticking every day. To know that that wall is coming down. And for me, the ice pick is graduating into a hammer, to a ball peen hammer. And I'm about to hire someone with a bulldozer to come over and just mow this son of a bitch down. At least that's my intention every day I wake up. That is my wall. Thank you for that. That was cleansing for me. Thank you, Melanie. Surrender. There's no wall when you surrender. Here's a wall. I hear you. Surrender. You can't go through the wall. You can't go through the wall, but you can't go through the wall. You can't go through the wall, but you can't go through the wall. So where do you find the answer in all the nonsense of the left-right hemispheres of the brain? Believe it or not, wow, this is coming through. Dear Lord, I'm grateful. Thank you for the energy and the kiss on the face. You can go through the wall, but you can't go through the wall. Because you know, when you can't go through the wall, some part of you says, there is a way. I just don't know what that way is. So you're still left with nothing. You have a left and right hemisphere of your brain. And they perform at their optimum when they're connected. When they can talk freely amongst each other. No more separation. Unity. Strength. Consciousness. Believe it or not only is there a third hemisphere of the brain, the third hemisphere of the brain encompasses both halves. And that's this place right here. That's it. It's just about you don't have a choice. In fact, you don't have a choice until you make a choice. You have a choice when you make a choice. It's see, between all the nonsense and all the different moves on the game of life board that you have. It's not about the strategy. The wall is not a strategic obstacle. It's not something you combat. Because in the combating, something has to push back because of your resisting. That's a law of physics. It's also spiritual law. There is no wall except the ones that we have self-erected. Doesn't mean it's not every bit as hard, impenetrable, tough to move through. Could it simply be, as I said at the earlier portion of this presentation, do you want to cut off all the branches on your dead rotten tree in your backyard, your unconsciousness? Or do you simply want a chainsaw to whack it down? Here's a final paradoxical conundrum analogy for you. Ironically, the conscious mind is not always conscious. The unconscious mind is forever conscious. So, when you get really good at diving within yourself and manipulating, to use a word, these subtle spiritual energies. Here's a goddamn wall in my life. Slow down. First of all, cowboy, slow down. I get it. Let it do its thing. But you have to take the initiative to stand up finally and say, okay, I got to collect myself. Look at the situation honestly. To whatever level it wants to take you. Strap on and go for the ride. Don't resist the ride, because the ride will always present itself saying, taxi, taxi, and you will forever get into the same car, Groundhog Day, that will take you forever nowhere. When it presents itself, follow it. You remember that scene in Star Wars? I think it was the third one. When Luke was on that other world with Yoda, when he first met Yoda and he went to the wilderness. And he said, you're not going to like what you see in there. Basically, I'm paraphrasing from my poor memory of it. I need some Geritol, Lawrence Welk. But when he walked into that jungle with that lightsaber, he saw Darth Vader. He saw the wall. The darkness, the wall, the thickness, the density of that which is not light. If you freak out, it will have more might than you could possibly imagine. Only via the strength of the power of your own imagination. This is the light that lives inside of you forever. In fact, it is exactly who you are. That is becoming unity conscious. Not only is the wall no longer erect, you now get to see, because you're out of judgment, there never was a wall in the first place. That's called divine grace. And I hope for the rest of your days, that beautiful love will fall on your face. What am I looking for? Dear Lord, what am I looking for? I love you.
What am I looking for? A golden key to a golden door. What's behind it that I need more than what I have? I'm just not sure. What am I searching for? The mothership to a distant shore. Could this journey make me more of who I am? I'm just not sure.
Where do you go to find the answers? There is a place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside?
What am I hoping for? A better world, is there a cure? What can I do to help the score? I'm at a loss, I'm just not sure. What am I praying for? To see the light around the world and the people's love restored. Peace on earth, of this I'm sure.
Where do you go to find your answers? There is a place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside? Where do you go to find your answers? There is a place you haven't tried. Your search for love is taking chances. Have you ever thought to look inside? You hold the key to find your answers. I am the door you have not tried. Never again taking chances. Open your heart and walk inside. Walk inside.
సర్వకార్యేషు సర్వదా. ఓం గం గణపతయే నమః. ఓం గం శ్రీం లక్ష్మీ గణపతయే నమః. గురుమధ్యే స్థితం విశ్వం, విశ్వమధ్యే స్థితో గురుః, గురుర్విశ్వం నచాన్యోస్తి, తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః, తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. విశ్వశ్రీనివాస గురుదత్తం, విశ్వశ్రీనివాస గురుదత్తం, విశ్వఋషీశ్వర హృదయ నివాసం, విశ్వఋషీశ్వర హృదయ నివాసం, విశ్వశ్రీనివాస గురుదత్తం. అపురూపం పరమాద్భుత రూపం, అపురూపం పరమాద్భుత రూపం, అపురూపం పరమాద్భుత రూపం, ఆత్మానందం పరమాత్మస్వరూపం, ఆత్మానందం పరమాత్మస్వరూపం. విశ్వంభరం విశ్వంభరం విశ్వవిరాట్ స్వరూపం, విశ్వంభరం విశ్వవిరాట్ స్వరూపం, విశ్వయోగ సామ్రాజ్య రాజాధిరాజం, విశ్వయోగ సామ్రాజ్య రాజాధిరాజం, విశ్వశ్రీనివాస గురుదత్తం, గురుదత్తం, గురుదత్తం. ప్రేమూర్తులారా, పరమ పవిత్రమైనటువంటి దివ్యధామం జ్యోతిర్మయమై భక్తిపూర్వకమైన ప్రేమ జ్యోతుల్ని, జ్ఞాన జ్యోతుల్ని, ఆధ్యాత్మిక జ్ఞాన జ్యోతుల్ని వెలిగించి విశ్వవ్యాపితం చేస్తున్నటువంటి ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి తప్పకుండా హాజరు కావాలని, ఇంకొక నెల రోజులు అమెరికాలో ఉండవలసిన అవసరం ఉన్నప్పటికి కూడా భక్తి టీవీ వారి యొక్క కోరిక మేరకు ఈ రోజున ఇక్కడికి రావటం జరిగింది. దాన్ని బట్టి భక్తి టీవీ మీద, యాజమాన్యం మీద ఎంతటి ప్రేమ ఉన్నదో, యోగులకి, పీఠాధిపతులకి, అందరికీ కూడా ఉన్నదో మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది. భక్తి టీవీ వాళ్ళు విశ్వవ్యాపితంగా ప్రతి ఒక్క దేశంలో కూడా, ఈవెన్ అమెరికాలో కూడా ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళు దాన్ని వీక్షిస్తూ ఆనందిస్తున్నారు అనంటే అంతకంటే మించిన జన్మ సార్థకత అనేది నరేంద్ర చౌదరి దంపతులకి అక్కర్లేదు. ఈనాడు కావలసింది అదే. జాగ్రత్తగా విను నరేంద్ర చౌదరి. ప్రతి ఒక్క వ్యక్తిలో కూడా దివ్యత్వం ఉంది, ప్రతి ఒక్క వ్యక్తిలో కూడా మంచితనం ఉంది, ప్రతి ఒక్క వ్యక్తిలో కూడా ప్రేమ ఉంది, మానవత్వం పట్ల అభిమానం ఉంది. కానీ ప్రస్తుతమైనటువంటి పరిస్థితుల్లో ఆ విధంగా ఉంటే, మంచిగా ఉంటే, కొంచెం క్రౌర్యంగా ఉండి కఠినంగా ఉంటేనే పనులు అవుతాయన్న తప్పుడు అభిప్రాయం అందరిలో ఉండబట్టి మంచివాడు కూడా క్రోధంగా, కర్కోటకుడుగా, భయంకరంగా ఉండడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నాడు. అవునో కాదో మీరు ఇంటికెళ్ళి హృదయ కవాటాలు తెరుచుకొని ఆలోచించండి. మనం గనక ఆ దాగి ఉన్న మానవత్వాన్ని తట్టి లేపితే, దాగి ఉన్నటువంటి ఆ ప్రేమని తట్టి లేపితే, సనాతన ధర్మం యొక్క గొప్పతనం ప్రపంచంలో ఉన్న మేధావులందరికీ తెలుస్తుంది.
Surely as the rain may fall, I wonder why. Worried there'll come a time when my world is dry, oh so dry. as I contemplate a billion stars, leaving my hands to fate. That's all I've got, all I've got. In the summertime, I won't have no water. Oh, wait, it's a little bit harder to leaving my hands to fade, all up to fade. I wonder why. Ooh, I wonder why. Time for a change. Time for a change. Time for a change.
You have to use your energies wisely. You will develop so much of personal power within yourself. You walk like a king because the power within you makes you walk like that. How far a human being goes in this life, materially, spiritually, or in whatever dimension, essentially depends on with how much energy he can crackle. Yes. There's a whole lot of people with lots of energy, but there is no wisdom or the necessary systems within themselves to transform this energy into a kind of a personal power. Power is not about somebody else, power is about you. How much of a potential power you are determines the intensity and profoundness of your life and how effective you will become in your life, in whatever area we choose to operate. If this power has to come, you have to use your energies wisely. Energy can be aggregated into power with the necessary wisdom and necessary tools that we employ. Otherwise, energy can be dissipated simply with endless amount of thought, endless amount of reactions and anxieties. I want you to observe your day-to-day life, a simple thing. Just let's say, how many words do you utter in a day? You never counted? Oh, you should. You should. Just make an estimate tomorrow, from morning to night, how many words you utter. Day after tomorrow, cut it by 50% and say the same things. You're not cutting off communication with people. You're still communicating, but with 50% of the words. Your language skills will improve for sure. And you will see, you will develop so much of personal power within yourself. See, there is scientific evidence to show at least 20% of your energy right now, as you sit here in a restful state, is being consumed by your brain. If you bring this down, that your brain is not unnecessarily fluctuating and, hopping mad all the time, if it learns to be still and do only what's needed, an enormous sense of personal power will develop. You can't do this with your mind right now. If you try to stop it, it'll hop even more crazy. At least do it with your body. Your words and your physical movements, reduce it by 50%. If you want to look at this, look at this. If you want to look at that, don't do this. With your body and your utterances, if you do this, slowly it will also start manifesting in your mind. It will not do unnecessary things. When you don't know unnecessary things, the energy that you have slowly transforms itself into potential power. So in developing this, the asanas that you practice, the Surya Namaskar that you do, if you're doing, or whatever other kriyas and other things that you do, is essentially to develop this power. This should not be dissipated in unnecessary action. Right now you cannot curtail the number of thoughts you're having in your mind. That also can be, if you just bring in a reverberation within you, a simple mantra. If this is going away crazy, simply chant for some time, create a certain reverberation. You will see it will generate enormous amount of personal power. Without this power within you, you will not break through dimensions of life. Life, right now, for most people, divine is just a scriptural dictum. It is not a living experience in their life. If it has to become a living experience, if something as powerful as the Creator has to come into your experience, there must be some sense of power within you. This must be always understood. Power is not about domination. Power is about becoming effective. Power is about becoming empowered. Only when you carry the potency of this power within you, you walk through this life. It doesn't matter where you're placed in the society. It doesn't matter financially where you are, materially where you are. You walk like a king because the power within you makes you walk like that.
Breakthrough. God bless you. It's easy. Just be easy. That's the ticket. Be easy. Stop the noise, stop the chatter. And very soon, you'll find yourself gladder. See you later. Peace.